Hi, I'm Joe Marshall with expertvillage.com. I'm a professional magician, and today we're going to go over some basic magic tricks. This is a card trick I like to do when I'm at somebody's place and they just hand me a deck of cards and say, do a trick. This is the card trick I'll do. I just fan it through, have them pick one. Say they select, for example, the 7 of hearts. I say then go ahead and place the card back in the deck anywhere you want. They do. They push it in. And then I ask them, do you want me to try to find your card and put it face up in the deck or face down in the deck? I usually bring it forward, and whatever they say, it doesn't matter. Say, for example, they say they want it face down. I hand them the cards and say, go ahead and thumb through the cards and see if you can spot your card, and they're looking for it, and then there's a card that happens to be face down. It's the only one that's face down out of the pack. When they turn it over, it's their card, the 7 of hearts. And this is the setup to do that trick. The only setup you'll need is just a regular deck of cards. You can give them a shuffle, it doesn't matter. But before you actually start the trick, you're going to want to take the bottom card and turn it face down like that, so you have this type of thing happening. So all the cards are face down except for the bottom card. You want to get into that position without anybody seeing you. There's ways to do that I can go into later, but for now we'll just move on. You want to fan out the deck. They select any card they want. And as they show it around to people, what the hand does that holds the deck is it just goes like this and turns it over as they're showing it around. It's perfect cover because nobody's watching the deck. You're just going to flip it over, and when you bring it back up, you want it to be back in this position. So when they're finished showing their card and they put it in the deck, they're actually putting it in the wrong way. But it looks like they're putting it in the proper way because all the cards look oriented in the same direction. So they push it in. And the only thing you need to do behind your back now is when the cards go behind the back, you're just going to do this type of thing where you deal off the first card and flip it over, and then you bring it back around like so. So all the cards are fixed again. You basically just flip that over. If you don't do that with one hand, it's completely fine just to go behind your back with 2 hands and flip it over and come back out. Doesn't make any difference. It just looks more impressive with one hand, so you might want to practice it. So anyway, the trick's basically done. After you flip the card back over so they're all facing the same direction except for the selection, you just ask them, do you want your card face up or face down? And if they say face down, you want to keep the deck face up. And if they say, I want the card face up, you're just going to flip it to them and hand it to them face down so that their selection's the only one face up. You want to hand it to them instead of going through it yourself, because if they find their card and they discover it face up or face down themselves, it's 90% more effective than if you found it for them. Most magicians don't understand that part of it, but if you just let them take reign and they'll find their card, it's a lot more impressive.